Hey guys, Austin back here for another video review on a product I got from Beetle Percussion. So, as you guys know, and I'll link them at the end of the video, you know I've done videos on my Beetle Percussion 13-inch concert pad, my 13.5-inch marching pad, and my Beetle Percussion ash pad. Well, I recently just got two new things in the mail, and I've had time to try these out just to let you know, but I wanted to do a video test so that you guys can see them for yourself as well. So, recently in the mail I got two new things. One is the Beetle Percussion Sizzle. Now the Beetle Percussion Sizzle is made from the scraps of the ash pads that Beetle Percussion makes. And on the bottom here it has a thick Zildjian felt, and in the middle has a hole large enough for most standard cymbal stands. They use a 4.5 millimeter brass ball chain, which helps create a warmer tone to the cymbal. Also in the mail I got my Beetle Percussion Eco-Ring. This right here is a ring that goes over your drum set snare drum to create a muffling type effect that you would sometimes get from either drum tacks or moon gels. Or in some cases, the people who like to put snare drum film over their current snare drum to give it that fatter sound or a drier sound. Made from the same car tire material they use for their practice pads at the same measurement as the practice pads thickness themselves. This is a really nice thing you can get from Beetle Percussion at a really decent price. Alright, so before we begin, I want to run you through exactly what I will be using to demonstrate these products today. First off, the drum set we'll be using today is a standard Mapex kit that my university owns here in the percussion department. Cymbals we'll be using. Today we'll be using Zildjian's K Constantinople 20-inch medium thin and an 18-inch Carope cymbal. For the snare drum, we'll be using a good friend of mine, Chris's DW Drums 6.5 by 14-inch black nickel over brass snare with an Evans Genera drum head on top. We'll also be using my standard Ludwig Classic combo snare with an Evans Genera dry on top. And we'll also be using my Sparrow Music Works 14 by 5.5 inch alternating flag stave shell walnut maple blocks with bloodwood accents with an Evans 56 calf tone on top. Alright guys, so that's the hardware we're going to be using. Now, let's get into the video. Alright, so before we begin, I'm just going to play a couple grooves on the drum kit with the cymbals I'll be using, and I'll alternate snare drums to show you what the drums sound like without any muting or muffling or the snare ring on top of them, and then we will redo it with the snare ring on each snare as well as the sizzle. So, hope you guys enjoyed this test of my new Beetle Percussion Sizzle, and as well as my Beetle Percussion Eco-Ring. So I want to tell you something real quick about that last performance that you saw and why I did it the way I did. So you're looking at it right now. It's my Sparrowworks snare drum. This is more of a jazz pop kit. You know, kind of a mixture in there. As you noticed, I wasn't playing much real jazz. I'm not much of a jazz drummer. I'm more of a pop rock drummer with some occasional fusion mix in there somewhere, but still working on that stuff. But this snare I bought for its musicality and the sound that it produces is great in terms of a kit. And you notice when I played it with the Eco-Ring, it kind of got rid of the overtones that you look for in drums like this. So when it comes to more jazz or lighter pop kits, an Eco-Ring is probably not something you want to be using on that, because you'll lose a lot of the overtones that a lot of the music calls for. But when it comes to this drum and the Sizzle, by God, he has a great combination. Like I showed you with my buddy's snare drum over there, it is a great rock pop snare. It's got a nice pop to it, really great rim shots, and with that Eco-Ring, it really gives a nice fat sound, especially on my snare drum, my white snare as well, which is actually sitting over here behind me. That's why I didn't demonstrate the Sizzle with it too, because it's geared towards the same as that snare, so it would have sounded similar. With this snare, snares like this, especially jazz and pop drummers, I would really recommend the Sizzle to you. For more rock and harder pop, I would recommend the Eco-Ring more. It gives you that fat sound that you were looking for. So if I were just to show you this snare drum, if you were to play some jazz or some pop, you would have those overtones. Well, with this, it's just completely dead. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go give Beetle Percussion a look. Recently, they just updated their website. It looks fantastic. The website just looks beautiful in general, an upgrade from what they had previously. They've been doing some great things. They have a new promotional video out that talks about how they're going to be running the Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff from now on, how and where you can get products and when. And just like in every single video I've said before, I highly recommend Beetle Percussion. It's a company that has already made a great impact on the environment, and they've really gripped the drumming community. Over here, I always keep my Beetle Percussion concert series pad here in the studio at Marshall University for the percussionists to use and myself. A lot of them really love it. They like it. It's a great quiet practice pad to use when you're in here in the studio and you need to be quiet, or maybe sometimes when the snare drum is just too much for your ears late at night for late night practices. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you go give Beetle Percussion a look. Check out for some of these items. I do believe the Eco-Ring is available on the website for you to go check, so give it a look. You can also find them on steveweiss.com and any other retailers that they may have listed on their website. If you have any questions about Beetle Percussion or just want to ask me questions, all my social media links are in the description below. Till then guys, take care.